Welcome back, guys, and we've actually managed to hit 2 uploads in a row, so I think that's the first time this has happened in a while, but I know I can't do tomorrow, so don't get too excited. But who knows, I might even hit Sunday as well. But today we're going to be bouncing with some Simic tempo, and that was a pun, which was actually unintended, so I'm quite proud of that. But yeah, we're going to be rolling with Simic tempo. Haven't really made any changes. I'm still a little bit salty over how much I was floating out, so I haven't put the 23rd land in yet. So let's see if that screws me over yet, because it's going to screw me over eventually. I've fully accepted that. This hand, it wouldn't have screwed me over in that, so if you see a will break in my hand, that's when you know. It's 2 on land, so still wouldn't have affected me. Guess I don't really have a choice at this point. This is a terrible keep. I'm not going down to 5 in case we get screwed over anymore. Who are we playing? Thromori. It's a great pronounce. Okay, at least he's a slow deck. So I mean, who knows? Maybe I rip a blue off the top and I'll feel a lot better. But right now we have blue as our main color as well. That's why it's so frustrating. We're tilted so heavily towards blue. Yeah, that's not a bad draw. I'm not going to complain there. But we have I think it's 11-7, with islands being 11. So it's annoying when you get hands like this. Although I guess in this situation this wouldn't have been a keep if I didn't have a green. Silly nice to just have one blue. Okay, this guy plays a turn 2 visionary, which, I mean, I'm not sure if he blocks here, but it's not really like I'll be interacting with it anyway. Even if I do rip an island, I'm still gonna be playing the troll. I mean, of course we don't, but I wonder if he blocks here. That's an interesting one. If he's got evil leap in hand, he probably doesn't block. He lets it get renowned. Otherwise, he might as well jump there just to avoid the renown. And there we go. So we have 2 2/2s on the field. Well, one's a 3/3 without regenerate. So we've basically got two grizzly bears on the field with the potential to get a bit bigger. Flashback Marauder. I think we know which one we get rid of. He keeps his flashback in the field because he thinks he can trade with it if I don't draw a land here. Which we don't. Okay. So this game's over. We have to keep crunching in here. You know what? To be honest, we shouldn't have even attacked there. But we're playing Golgari control, so I mean, I'm probably going to give it one more land drop, and then I mean, this deck's meant to be fairly fast, and if he's already a control deck, he's already hit his 4th land most likely. I don't think we can come back, and I don't feel like sitting around getting land screwed all day. No, my luck, he's going to go Acid Moss this turn anyway. No Jagged Scar. So he's not an elf deck. What is this? I mean, he's not a control deck. It's weird to have flashback. Well, I guess it is removal. It's not a choice I'd go for personally, even though I've still never built an elf deck yet. And we roll. One last chance. Nope. Hey, that would have been a land. Okay. Yeah. Fair enough, game. That's the decision I needed to make the 23rd land. It's just a change I've just been too lazy about, and it's never screwed me over until now. Although that game was already lost, so I guess I can't be too salty. What are we taking out? Let's take out one of the will breakers, and then put in the 12th island. I lied about the split. Apparently, apparently I'm not as tilted into blue as I thought I was. I think I was originally because I kept doing what I did there and just not seeing any blue sources, but then I relented. And I like will breakers in this deck. It's a good win condition, but I don't think we particularly need to. You don't need it every game, and it's kind of alternative to just tapping down everything. So I'm fine with making that cut. Straight into game 2 here. But yeah, that game was lost even if we did rip a land there. I really don't think we could have. We were just way too far behind. You meant in this deck, you're going to kind of be playing a threat or messing with them every single turn, and But turn 2 we really didn't do anything outrageous. Versus fibre optic here. I'm on the play, which I like, and hand. This is a keep every single day of the week. This is perfect. I mean, we've got turn 2 here, turn 3. Who knows, we draw into something else which we can do turn 4. And we can get this party started, hopefully. Hopefully this guy plays a tap land, unfortunately not. Unless he leads with the elf, then there's nothing in black which he can do there. We draw, that's a decent land draw, I guess. It means we can now guaranteed have double green up for if we do draw like a bunch of green spells, which I'm happy with. Play a timber pack. And then it's 3 power face and I'm on turn 2 on the play. Can tap down a blocker if he plays like a Perilous Mare here. I'm just a prophet. Yes, I mean that's pretty much going to be the play, I'm guessing. Should we draw like a Frost Lynx or something? Okay, I'm possibly the biggest prophet in the world. That's 2 cards I've predicted in a row. I'm pretty impressed with that. Yeah. So I mean we've really tempoed out right now. I mean granted he could go turn 4 Languish and we lose, but you know, Bone Splinters to take out 2 creatures, that's a good turn for him. So we've got a 1 we're left with a 1/1 on the field. But we can flash an Abounding Crisis, I guess. If nothing better comes along. Ideally we draw another Fairy Miscreant here. That allows us to do both. No, unfortunately I can't call that many plays. He's missing land drops as well, so hopefully we can pressure him down. I'm wondering if I'd slam the Willbreaker before I slam the Crisis just to have targets for it. But I'm thinking I'm just going to cast Crisis End Step here. Try and race this guy. And he did hit his 3rd land. It's a Rogue's Passage though, which I'm sure he's not happy about. That's why I don't like the brown lands in this game. I mean, Rogue's Passage is good. They're all good. Foundry's good. Rogue's Passage is good. It's just getting color screwed is really annoying in this game, as you saw last game. So I don't like to try and antagonize the mana base anymore here. As much as I'd love to play that Fairy Miscreant, I am just going to tap out for Willbreaker. And then pretty much everything in our deck, bar like Disperses and Anchor to the Ethers, we can steal now. If we draw Whirlrogue off the top would be the ideal play. Visionary, so we can steal his blockers, but they're not really going to be smashing him very hard. He doesn't hit his 4th land as well, so I feel pretty bad for this guy. I know how it feels after last game. Look at that. Speak of the devil. Granted, we don't get to attack in with it till next turn, I don't believe, but I mean until 2 turns for us. But to be honest, I don't see this game lasting that much longer. You think the game would have tapped the colourless mana instead of the black, just in case he drew Bone Splinters? But I don't know. We got there this game. I'm not going to play that land out, there's no need. He needs to drop black into Languish right now. I mean, we lose the game if he does that, but he doesn't. Well, that gets him his 2nd black. I mean, if he gets a black here, I'm worried, because I think we do need to kill him this turn. Can we do it? No, he gets a green, so he doesn't even have the Languish in hand, as that's what it's telling us. Oh, never mind, he could do, and he's just trying to stall out here. I mean, we're committed now. If we draw like any bounce, we have to just go for it. Or should we draw land? He's definitely not dead this turn, but down to 3. I'm just gonna play a land out just so I can, just in case I draw like Will Rogue and I can task him. But if he goes Languish here, there we go. I'd committed at that point. But even though I feel this game's over, hey, it's never over if you draw Will Rogue. If only it had come last turn. That's really annoying. I think we could have. Well, we would have killed him, I think. We would have stolen one of his creatures. He loses a blocker, and we get more damage through. I mean, yes, there's second Languish here, which is pretty insane just from one card. But we are out of juice. He goes Reclamation Sage, so that I think that buys him a turn. Into Nissa. Okay, so I don't think we've definitely not won yet. This doesn't bode well, especially as we're flooding out. See, this is why I did initially have the extra land in. If one of these lands had been Willbreaker, we'd be in a better situation. But we just have to clock him in the air here. There's no point attacking along the ground. Just in case we draw a second Whirler Rogue, we can make the first Whirler Rogue unblockable for the kill. But we are definitely out. He's going to flip Nissa next turn. I just gotta hope he has nothing for the flyer. It's kind of that's all I've got, so he could have any removal. To be honest, I guess I should have attacked in there because we've seen I can't speak. We've seen Bone Splinters, and if he loses his blocker on the ground, he can't Bone Splinters this. But then I guess he'd just make the token and then sacrifice that. There's a Priest of the Bloodright, so pretty much just game's over now. Golgari control managed to stabilize against us. Yeah, you missed a bunch of land drops, but yeah, maybe I should have held back the Willbreaker or something. But I don't know. We were one turn off killing them, and he was land screwed. I don't think that was terrible play overextending there. Actually, it's his own. No, because the Evil Leap. We need to draw Disperse, because then we can bounce his Evil Leap and he can't sacrifice the Priest of the Bloodright. That would be a hilarious way to win this. See? Actually, the trigger goes on the stack, so doesn't he just lose here? Yeah, okay. The trigger's still on the stack, so he should still... Did he? Okay. The trigger was still on the stack, I'm afraid. I definitely didn't deserve that win. I don't know how. Yeah, that game was lost. I mean, if you did, just say he doesn't play out the priest there, I still go down to 1. I mean, I take him down to 1. He should have just waited until he drew another land. Yeah, there was no reason for him to play out that priest there, because I mean, even still, I couldn't have killed him that turn. So he still had 2 turns left to draw land, so then he could have played the priest and sack it to Evil Leap on the same turn. That was bizarre. guy fancied giving me the win even though I had completely lost. I still stand by I don't think I overextended in that Languish. He needed to have that exact turn of events. You know, I'll keep this. We're very slow, but I don't fancy getting land screwed to oblivion. You can't keep a great hand like we did last game with everything on the play. This guy went down to 6. Luckily, he doesn't have a turn 1 Vanguard, so hopefully we can draw something. Well, our turn 4 players are pretty powerful right now. Jesse and Thief and make it unblockable, so we're going to be drawing a bunch of cards if he doesn't have an answer. Looks like we're playing Ozov. I wonder if he's playing my Ozov control or if he's playing like the standard enchantments one. I don't think we have a single double green card in this deck, so might as well fake that I'm just mono blue. At least for the time being. Looks like we're playing the aura version. Unfortunately we don't have removal, but we do have bounce. Such as this void mage, so I'm really not too worried. This is what I'm talking about. This is why I'm really tempted to put that land out and take the 20. Go back down to 22. So it's like 6 in the top. Like, I can't even count, but 6 in the top 10 is annoying. Heliod's Pilgrim. I would love to draw. Well, Disperse really not gonna get us there. I don't think there's many instant ways to bounce this guy. Knightly Valor. I would love a Disperse off the top now. I guess we can bounce. I mean, we can bounce it. Or we could bounce the token. But stop. Ideally, I'd love to stop and get them both. We do run all 4 Disperse, so that would be ideal. Because I would take a turn off here just to screw him over, but no. Like I said, Rains at pause, and I don't particularly want to bounce a Heliod's Pilgrim because then he gets another aura. So I'm just going to Whirl Rogue here, make my guy unblockable, and try and draw into something that can annoy this guy more than I am right now. I mean, he's going to hit us for 5. No, yeah, 5 in the air next turn. But we do need to stop flooding out here, ideally. That would be that would be preferable. And drawing cards is the best way to do that. There's an Anchor to the Ether, so I mean, hopefully he plays it on the Blessed Spirits. We can, because that's a dead draw. He doesn't get the bounce effect on that. There's a Knightly Valor. It should go on the Flyer, logically for him. Yeah, because Vigilance Flyer against my Thopters is pretty powerful. He does get the token though, it's annoying. But the question is, do we Void Mage and get our board up, or do we Anchor to the Ether? Anchor to the Ether gets a prowess trigger, which means you can't really block across the ground. You could double block, I guess, but then more land. Okay. So do we Void Mage, get a bigger board, or do we deny him a draw step? And I think the answer is we're going to Void Mage here. And honestly, seeing as how badly we're flooding out, I'm going to turn down at 1 point of damage to draw a card. Because I mean, next turn you recast that. Just say, best case scenario, he plays like a Nimbus Wings on the same turn as Lachlan speak. Puts like a Nimbus Wings down as well. Then that's his entire turn. Then we can just Anchor to the Ether that next turn. But we are drawing an extra card a turn basically. We're on what? How many lands are we on? 4, 8. That's still pretty bad. He does take the trade. I'm absolutely fine with that. Because we have a second one. There's a Fairy Miscreant, which we can play this turn. It's another point of flying. Okay, so I feel I'm in a decent situation. You could go Tragic Arrogance and we're sad. But then we do have another Whirler Rogue, which I'm probably not going to play out just to or Languish, I guess. But gets an Auramancer to get his he's going to be able to play the Blessed Spirits out as well, but he gets the Knightly Valor out. So again, I'd really love one of these Disperses. Be ideal. See what we draw though before we make any rash decisions. It's an Undercity Troll, so we might actually play Green Source out. Because I mean, he's gonna get the token no matter what now, so he's probably gonna play it on the Flyer again. So I think we have to just commit completely to the board right now, and that means playing the second Whirler Rogue. and playing a second troll and then next turn bounce him. But we are going to keep drawing extra cards just in case he does have this board wipe. We're even going to make our Void Mage unblockable as well, just to keep forcing through damage. Because I mean, I'm fine going down to 8 next turn. I mean, I guess I could have offered him the trade, but he just trade with the Auramancer. So, and to be honest, I just wanted to put the Aura on the Blessed Spirits again, because that has no end of the battlefield effect. I mean, we've got a pretty strong board, but like I said, if he doesn't slam that thing in, he just puts a if he just puts a Tragic Arrogance or Languish down, we are pretty screwed. But he goes Knightly Valor. Please put it on the 5. He does, perfect. So gets a 2/2 from it, but we're gonna get Prowess triggers and get rid of that thing. But we're not really forcing through damage here, which I don't like, but hopefully that changes next turn. Probably just crunch all out at him. Do we want to go down to... You know what, we're gonna block here, because just in case he has another aura and then he can kill us on the backswing or something like that. Don't want to go too low. Okay, Harbinger of the Tides, that's pretty nice. First things first though, Anchor to the Ether. Get our Prowess trigger. Bottom. So we Frost Links and keep that up, or do we tap down his... I think I'm going to Frost Links and tap down the Knightly Valor token. And now I'm just going to go Alpha Strike mode, I think. Always leave the troll back, just because you can trade with it. No, what, we're just going to go all in here. Yeah, he gets a trade off, but that means he's not blocking one of a Willow Rogue or a Void Mage. Yeah, so that's a trade I expected. Next time we get a flash and a Harbinger of the Tides though. Probably bounce his Knight token. He takes the trade, so he's down to... He's going to draw a Blessed Spirits this turn, so that's the only card we know he has. He's down to 7. We have a bounce in hand, so he's only going to be able to make a couple blockers. He goes Valor and Akros. That's not the turn you want to be casting that, looking at the board across from you. Especially as yeah, so he's just dead now, I think. Yeah, he's 100% just dead. Yep, and I think he realises that. Hey, where were you 16 turns ago? You know I'm salty, so I'm just going to bounce everything. That would have been so nice to avoid him getting all these tokens, but hey, they did turn up in the top 20 cards, I guess. Considering we flooded out pretty bad that game, I'm happy. We even bottomed a land, so that's why I want to go down to 22. That's a little secret right there. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. Get a nice even off. So I mean, if you count that first game, we did well. Yeah, I'm going to count that first game. I did get land screwed, but it's still a loss. So 2-1 this episode. Still climbing. I think I'm back up to 39. Ooh, getting a nosebleed. This altitude so high. Nearly up to 5,000 gold as well. Things are looking up. How's our quest getting on? 5 of 15. Long way away. Okay, so we're gonna call it an end there. And yeah, so we managed to get there in the end. I mean, I don't think I do need to. I think 23 is probably the best. It's just so annoying when I flood out like that game. But yeah. So 2 uploads in a row. Hopefully you see you Sunday/Monday. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you then.